In this video I'm going to share with you how to play the chord changes to Swing to Bop, which was from a live recording of Charlie Christian. It's a very famous live recording of Charlie Christian. It's recorded at Minton's Playhouse in Harlem, New York from 1941, so a year before Charlie died. What's fantastic about it is, you know, the recordings of Charlie that we have with Benny Goodman, they're sort of 3-minute things, songs where he gets one chorus, whereas this, he gets chorus after chorus to develop his ideas, and his playing is full of fantastic ideas which you see develop and evolve over several choruses, something he didn't have the luxury of doing when recording, so I think it's a great way to really hear what he played like. You know, the recordings are great, but this is something else. I think it's even better, and it's my favourite live recording of a jazz gig ever. Swing to Bop is often called Top C or Swing to Bop with Top C in brackets next to it. That's because it uses the changes of the song Top C by Eddie Durham. I think that's from 1938, although this is in a different key than we'd normally find Top C. Now Minton's is still open today, and you can still go there to that very room where this was recorded. Now let's go through the shapes you're going to need for the A section first. Now there's a chart of this available for free download on my website jazzguitarwithandy.com underneath standards. We're pretty much exclusively using 3-note voicings, and we've got B flat minor 6 as our first chord there. And with all of these chords, any strings which aren't used need to be muted either with the first finger, like on this one where it's not barred but it's kind of flatter than normal, and these, you know, say my middle finger there, it's not dead upright playing the E string because I want to let it catch the A string beneath. So with all of this you want to be able to strum all 6 strings and not hear any open strings ringing. Tricky thing, but once you get used to that it really does just take your rhythm playing to another level. So B flat minor 6 there, C minor 6, same shape 2 frets higher, D flat 6. Those are our first 3 chords. And then we've got A flat 7, G flat 7, F7, all using the same shape. And so that first A section is mainly using those shapes. So the first line, so chord 1 is B flat minor, and we're always trying to work back to using F7, the dominant 7th of B flat, to work back to B flat minor. So we've got B flat minor, C minor 6, D flat 6, C minor 6, then the rundown. B flat minor, A flat 7, G flat 7, F7. Second line is the same, so we're going to do that vamp and the descent again. So the vamp is, the descent is, so we do that twice. So really pumping along like the recording. That's our first bit. We then do something very typical that you get in a minor bluesy song. We go to the 4 chord. 4 chord would be E flat minor. We're going to go to E flat minor 6. We're going to use that same vamp we did, but we're going to take it all the way up here. Hopefully you can get up here on your guitar. If you've got a cutaway, I hope you do. Sorry if you don't. E flat minor 6, there's a shape on the screen, same shape as that, B flat minor 6 and C minor 6. F minor 6, same shape again. G flat 6, back to F minor 6, so. And then instead of doing, we're going to do something slightly different here, we're going to go E flat minor 6, whole bar, then G flat 7, F7, which is a nice way to segue back to B flat minor 6. So that third line of the A section when we go to E flat minor goes. Sounds pretty good. To line 4, which is the same as the first bit. So that's our first section. Let me play it through all together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move to E flat. flat to B flat. That's great fun to solo over as well, and I should say I've made a backing track for this, so if you either want to play along with the chords or try and jam over it or try and pretend to be Charlie Christian or even play solo over it, then you can do that, link in the description and the card above. So moving on to the B section, we're doing that very common thing where we want to move somewhere else so we can make chord 1 a dominant 7. So instead of having B flat minor, we go B flat 7, which is the dominant of E flat. So we go to E flat, that's the dominant of A flat, so we go to A flat, we're moving in fourths here, then we go to D flat, 6/9, and then G flat, F7. So what shapes do we need for that? We need B flat 7 there, which is the same shape as we've used so far for A flat 7, G flat 7 and F7. This little triangle shape, E flat 7, which is the same shape we used earlier for G flat and F7 for the third line of the A section. And then A flat 7 again, which we've used already, and then this lovely 6/9 chord. D flat 6/9 there on the screen. You've got to use your first finger to bar there, make sure you really mute that E string with this edgy middle finger. And then a quick dominant movement to work way back, G flat, F7 shapes we've already used. Let's put that B section together, and we have B flat 7 root E, E flat 7 root A flat 7 root E, D flat 6/9, and then the G flat F7. Out of the B section we go to, we do that twice. Then we kick it off again, so we're back, then a new soloist would start. So, practice suggestions on this one. Well, if any of those shapes are new to you, you need to get used to them. If you have difficulty with chord changes, then check out my video on my #1 chord change practice technique, link in the description and the card above. And, you know, get used to the shapes, look for efficient movements where your hands stay on the guitar, where you form the shape as you're moving up and down. A lot of these, like these first 3 shapes, the index and middle can stay down. You know, some shapes are obviously the same when you move between them, so that's nice and straightforward. Have a really good listen to the Charlie Christian one, and the trumpet solo on it's awesome as well. You know, you could really listen to the feel, how driving it is. You want to try and get that across with your rhythm guitar, though it's not just, you know, playing the chords, it's the way you play them as well, you know, with that sort of feel. It has such energy that it would have been amazing to have been an audience member. Gosh, how I'd love to have seen something like that. So it's got a lot of energy, and check out good exponents of this sort of style. You probably already know of him, Jonathan Stout and his band Campus 5. There's some good videos on YouTube of his sort of, you know, I think they mainly play for, his band mainly play for dancers, like people did back in that era. And I think he's, you know, very authentic with his rhythm and lead playing, and certainly a great lover of Charlie Christian. You can really hear that in his playing. So check him out, fantastic contemporary player who has a very good YouTube channel as well. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Any questions, comments, then as ever leave them below. Any suggestions on things you'd like me to cover in these videos, then again leave a comment. And if you're new here, my name's Andy. You can subscribe for lessons every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to find out more about lessons with me or further content for myself, then check out my website jazzguitarwithandy.com. See you next time.